I'm in the Arches National Park. I actually set my alarm for 5 a.m. this morning. But I woke up a little early. I naturally woke up around 4. So I took my time getting ready, adjusting to the idea of getting out into the cold, and it's not too cold really. Putting the blankets away, adjusting things so I could drive, and then traveling out the dirt road. And it was crazy timing. I got there right as a pilot car got there that's guiding people through the construction zone that's set up out in front. They're doing some night work on the roads, and I got in just at the right time to take to ride on through, and then got into the park. The gate seemed to be closed. There wasn't anybody manning the station, but part of the reason I'm doing this is I checked into stuff yesterday, and I saw that they do like you have to like reserve a spot for when you're supposed to be getting in the national park from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. in the park. It's like a timed reservation kind of thing, because they get too much traffic. And apparently that just started like literally a day or two ago for this season. So they said if you come in before 7, then you don't need to. I found information saying that if you come in before 7, you don't need that kind of pass. And I thought, since it sounds like it's going to be so crowded anyways, I might as well just go ahead and try that. And I'm aiming for, basically, it looks like I didn't examine the map too thoroughly. I just enough to see that there's a place I want to go, and it's basically all the way down this road, all the way down the entrance road. I'll go to the end of it, and there's a longish trail that I'm going to aim for. And there might be a loop in it. It's on my map there's a trail that I'm not sure what the condition of it is, but it seems like it's less maintained. I don't know if it's unmaintained, but it's less maintained than the other, so we'll see. Start in the parking lot. I don't know if I should try getting down the trail a bit before dawn. Try to see dawn somewhere. I don't know where to set up to see dawn, or if I get that. It might come up before I. Well, let's see. It's about My nav system thinks this is about 21 minutes to the trailhead. I don't think it'll start getting light before then. So I guess I'll probably get on the trail and just see where I go. I don't know. I could do the whole thing twice. Kind of surprised. I don't even know how many arches there are. Maybe I should ask if I see a ranger. Maybe that's one of the questions I'll ask. But there's I thought there might be a handful of them, but it looks like there might be quite a few. I passed one on the road outside the park. I didn't really stop at though. And it might be pretty crowded here, so there's a good chance I won't be filming much. Just I don't like that. Even if other people are, I don't like being that kind of like making that kind of environment out of it. I don't know. We'll see. It's always here to come back and film some other time if I don't film it today. And I think my strategy would be, if it's like a place that's super crowded, if I want to film it, I'll try to come at a time that nobody's here, like maybe, or like very low traffic, like maybe deep in winter, or I don't know. So yeah, I'll probably do it looks like the biggest trail first, and then on my way back out, if I find parking at other places. There's a bunch of smaller trails on the way back out the road. So if I find parking, I might go see some more. I haven't planned if I'm going to do more than one day. I might do 2 days here. I could go back and stay where I did do another, if I feel like I still have stuff I want to see. Otherwise, I'll probably move on to the Canyonlands. Go see what that's about. See what I find there, and then I don't know. Sort of started. I'll be started to head back towards home. Anyways, I do know how to get up early once in a while. When I was on the truck, I got up early a lot more. See, it's pretty easy there because it's a lot harder to get up into the cold. When I could turn the bunk heater on, made it a lot easier. Throw a big jacket on, doesn't matter what temperature is outside. But when you're kind of camping or a little cramped space like the car is, there's a little bit of a transition from being in the like blankets and stuff to getting out and getting the jackets on and stuff. It's a little bit cold. But I could still do that if I got a good reason. So it's 5,000 feet. So a little bit of elevation. Not too much though. I don't really have any goals of, I don't know what arches are considered the best or like the most popular or anything like that. I haven't done much research on this. Just see a few arches. See if I can get a few good views. see what it's like, and then see where we go from there. Good morning again. We're in Arches National Park early in the morning. Sun's just coming up over there. I've seen one group of 3 other people. One of them hiked with me a little bit. We went and saw one of the arches, saw the sun starting to peek through it. Then came on over here. It's hard to follow the trail, but not too important, maybe, I don't know. Here's I think this is called the Double O Arch. Oh, look, and there's well, I can see a hot air balloon, but the camera probably can't. It's over there. Really cool. And we can, I guess, let me go back over here because I want to show the 360 view if I can see it. Well, I might have to go over there to show. But there have been a couple places where I can see mountains in every direction. So there's these up in front. That's more like, I guess, Canyonlands that way. And then I think there's another set of mountains over there. It's a lot to take in. Don't have any plans really, just enjoy it. For a little bit it felt like the light was, well, it's still kind of doing that. The light is flowing into the canyons and the formations. It's a different way of flowing than the water does. But you could call it over there, be the land of 1,000 dawns, because each individual ripple could have its own there's a little bit of a rock wave there, little curve. This rock is still surprisingly grippy. I don't know where the arch that's on license plates is. Somebody said, one of the group that I met, they said there, I forget if they said hundreds or thousands, but there's a lot of arches in the park. I would have thought it was like a handful. Can't tell. Looks like this is a bolt. Looks like a climbing anchor maybe. It got chopped. I don't know what the status on climbing is in this park. I'm sure climbers want to climb it. Or maybe that's how it was. I don't know. That didn't look like it's intended to be like that, but maybe it was. I don't really know. That didn't look like something I was familiar with. Let's go see what's over here. I started walking before 6, right before there was any light in the sky. The moon was enough to get through the first bit of trail. It's pretty well established and marked, and like there's literally rails for a while. And then you get a little less, I guess they call it primitive trail, which is what I think is normal trail. Nice little, I know there's probably an award-winning photo with that tree in it somewhere around here. Let's see. I don't know how well. Hopefully the stuff in the background's appearing better on the camera now, because it's on the narrow field of view instead of the wide angle. So hopefully you can see some of this. So there's another set of mountains that way. They probably don't show up very well on the camera, and there's a line of canyons that way too. Some interesting terrain. Some plains and then some cuts. See what the tree looks like from this side. We can get a good, see if we can get an award-winning angle on it. Or just a nice one for today. God, it's pretty overwhelming. Maybe I should just stay here for a while. I don't know where else. I don't know, just wander around as my fancy guide, my intuition, or as I'm nudged a little bit here and there by the wind or the sun. I wonder when the waves of tourists start to come. That'll be like another flow into the park. Probably a trickle at first, and then a stream of people. A little bit of wind. I think I might mess with some the wind settings. I think I found some. I think they're normal now. Maybe. I think they were. There's a setting that I saw in the camera. I think it had been set on whatever the higher norm, whatever is higher than normal is. There's a little bit of wind now. Look at this. I mean, you kind of have to go that way, right? Oh, there's another set of mountains over there across the canyons. There is got balloons out there, right up there. I don't know. Wonder if it'll come over. Wonder what the rules on that. If they can fly over the national park. It'd be kind of cool. I actually do have trekking poles, but I decided not to bring them this morning because I would have to I don't know, dealing with spiky things at night when I'm not familiar with what's going on. I thought I might use my hands a lot today, and it didn't look like it was going to be very far. Here's another nice little framing. It might be something with if you got the lighting right. I don't know exactly. I should go on a photography, some sort of it'd be cool to have like a outdoor photography class. Come out to a place like this and learn. There's my shadow. Ooh. I wonder there's a bird I wonder if that gets picked up on the mic. That'd be another thing to get into at some point and see what kind of audio options there are. Because I think a lot of video creators like put in audio or birds chirping and water rushing and all that stuff. They do sound design, I think they call it. But it'd be cool to, as stuff gets more portable, figure out a way to bring a setup that would actually capture the real. What it really sounds like. Something for the future to work on. It's like this rib of rock. It's like I'm an ant in one of those formations I've seen before. Like I've seen these formations on the trail, but they're usually like tiny. Like this upturned, sideways ribbons of rock. Yeah. Running up. I wonder what those mountains are. Wonder how long they have snow on them for. Had heated up quite a bit moving down the trail, and I'm starting to chill a little bit. Put the hat back on. Give up the jackets. Starting to get the assembly together for my pack. I actually found, I remembered I had this insulation layer that I hadn't used much before. Now that I'm losing some weight, it fits a lot better. Yeah, not especially under this the new layer I just got. It's a lightweight fleece, and the insulation under. I can't remember if it's down or if it's synthetic. It's just a very small like poof jacket underneath, and then there's actually a windbreaker as well that I didn't put in the pack yet, but I got last year. I actually got a clearance item because I had been dealing with a bunch of wind, and that can go in the pack. So it'll be like I'll have the tiny poof jacket, the fleece, the windbreaker, and I'll get I have a rain jacket too. So I got the top really pretty covered. Found an old pair of fleece gloves I've had forever. Should probably update them. Probably have better stuff now. But maybe an extra hat. But these both have hoods on them, so that helps a little bit. It probably doesn't look cold. It's not too cold. And it's not really biting cold. It's like I think the dry air makes temperature not feel so severe either way, like hot or cold. You can get by with a lot of different clothing configurations because it doesn't hurt that bad. Oh, there's a little bit of a drop. Let's see. The camera, I'll tilt it down a bit. There's my shadow again. I could just walk back and forth on this ridge all day. Or at least until people get here. And go see some more arches. Probably. I don't know if I wonder if the arch that's there's a tiny little arch. I don't know if they count that one though. I wonder if the one that's on the license plate is actually in the park, or if it's somewhere else. I know there's some that they do like base jumping around and gliders and swing on ropes and stuff. I don't know if those are in the park or if they're one of the places nearby or something. Let's go see the double O arch again, see if it's getting sun yet. There's another There was, I think, over. I can't remember if it was over there or over there. There was a view into one they called the Black Arch. I think it might be over there. Let's see if we can see it. It's probably drowned. It's probably washed out from the sun for the camera. Let's see. I think it was over there. I don't know. Not really sure. Oh, well, let's keep going. I brought a ton of water with me so I can stay out here for a while if I want. There's another trail to go on, maybe. I wonder. I haven't got my compass out. I think the trail might have been running north, but I'm not sure. I might be able to see out to where I camped last night. I don't know, slept in my car. I don't know if you can. Is it called camping? There's probably another word for it. If you don't roast any marshmallows, you don't make a fire, is it really camping? I don't know. Oh, maybe I do need to be on the other side to get down through here. Maybe. See if this lets me off. Looks like it's going to work out. Little stairway down. Rock sort of looks like an egg. There was one on the drive-in that looked like an alien seed or something. Or like something planted. Here's the shadow walking with me. But yeah, I didn't bring the trekking poles because I thought I might use my hands. I didn't want an extra set of pokey things to deal with. And didn't want to be clanking around early in the morning. And my knees have been doing pretty good this trip. So just left them in the car. Here we go. Shadow me is about to go through the arch. Ooh, you did it. I wonder. You can see a road out there. I don't know exactly what that is. Let's see. Here's the double O arch. Again. Now with more sun. If I can get by these, I might just settle down to eat some breakfast or something. See what's going on here. Could probably scoot along that, but I don't want to do that. Might go sneak by. If I could find one good handhold, I could sneak by this. I don't want to be putting that much. I don't want to be scrambling around on these rocks too much. It'd be too much of a disturbance. Let's see. go. There's some more trail down there. Probably find a way down to that at some point. See where it goes. See if you can see it. Hopefully I've got it tilted right, or you can see. So yeah, there's some sunrise at Arches National Park. It's a nice place for a sunrise.